Usually what we like to recommend is if you are in some type of overgrowth, you are in some type of imbalance, you are having gut issues. First thing I always recommend addressing is your motility. Because if you do have this stagnation, if you do have overabundance of certain bugs, whether they're causing constipation or diarrhea, you do want to make sure you have great motility.
That's a hot tip right there. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're saying address function first.
Yes,
That's
100%.
a great tip.
Because some of these bugs, archaea, for example, they make methane gas. Not only do they feast on and ferment stool and create methane gas, so you're already constipated probably to begin with, which is how a lot of the times they got there, not all the time. But then that methane gas slows down your motility even more, so you're even more constipated. Or if you have hydrogen sulfide overgrowth, those tend to cause diarrhea, but they're extremely irritating to the nerves. So you just want to make sure that you are having regular motility every single day. And again, that doesn't mean just make sure you poop every day. It's make sure you have a complete, beautifully well-formed, satisfying bowel movement at least once a day. If you're going multiple times a day, great. Hopefully it's not like 5 to 10 times a day and you're not going in the middle of the night, because that means something's off. But if you're having great, satisfying bowel movements every day, that's always step one. Because again, in these ecosystems, you just want to make sure everyone is where they need to be at the right times. You want to make sure everyone's in line. You want to make sure they're moving at the right pace. The nocturnal animals are, active at night, and, the daytime animals are up during the day. You don't want to flip that around. You just want to make sure your environment is very balanced. So work on your motility. Do what you need to do. If that's hydrating, do that. Finding the right amount of fiber for you. For some people, that's increasing. For other people, that's decreasing the amount of fiber that they're eating. If you're already super backed up and constipated, don't add a bunch of bulky fiber. You're just going to feel more backed up and more full and more bloated and maybe more constipated too. So find the right amount of fiber for you. You want to make sure also you're getting in physical movement every day, so that can facilitate physical motility. If you need to use tools, use breath work, use a footstool or a squatty potty, get into that proper poop position. And then hot tip, I don't think people talk about this one a lot. We probably hear about all the other ones a lot. Try to get in a great circadian rhythm, because our motility is actually heavily influenced by circadian rhythm. So if you have erratic sleep, you are likely to have offset bowels. That's why so often, if you're traveling frequently and you're in different time zones, people are like, my gut was completely thrown off. Your circadian rhythm can be playing into that. So if you right now are like, I'm not that disciplined with my sleep, sometimes I'll sleep one time, other times it's 3 hours later, and you're just going back and forth, your gut will feel confused by that.
For those of you that don't know, Dahlia was our first patient. She struggled with SIBO and IBS and so many GI problems on a day-to-day basis, hunched over, causing so many other issues. We wish we had a protocol in place, a program in place that led her through step by step, inch by inch, and really guide by guide, so she had everything at her fingertips. Now we have that. That is our Good Gut SIBO IBS program. You can do it 100% plant-based. You can customize it, but it is one of the only programs that is geared towards plants, that can help you customize plants, that can help you tolerate more plants, and really gets to the root of your SIBO, of your IBS, of your ISO, SIFO, IMO, and any other type of overgrowth.